AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
We found the darlings of the NBA, the OKC Thunder.
Knicks Rehab.
The MVP SGA, apparently. He's coming out showing you why. 33 points for him. The New York Knickerbockers take a L. Big L. God bless the dead. 117-107 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. 22 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns, 17 points. Every Knick played 40+ minutes. Tibbs, I don't know what the hell is going on. You're bugging. 20 points for OG. Scaring us half to death, landing on his elbow. His injured elbow from last season, I should say. 24 points for Mikal Bridges, so he had 6 in the second half. He had 18 in the first half. Jalen Brunson, 9 of 23. Bad shooting night. Mad turnovers, 9 assists, 22 points for him. SGA, a lot of people have him in second for MVP so far. 33 points, 20 points for Jalen Williams. Lou Dort, 11 points. Where's the killer, though? Aaron Wiggins. Not related to Andrew Wiggins. Excuse me. Destroyed us. I think he had 15 points in the fourth quarter. Went bananas. Our heart, he had 14 rebounds, but he ain't do much against us. Our heart really, Cat really dominated with the boards. He looked like Karl Anthony Rodman out there. Taylor 2 halves. We got to go with the most agitated person on the screen right now first. AllBall, you are the biggest Brunson stan in the world. How you feel about this game? This is a loss to OKC.
I'm not. I want to give a kudos to my guys. Brunson had a bad game, but I want to give kudos to my guys for playing 8 against 5. We found the darlings of the NBA. It is the OKC Thunder. They got every call in the book. The calls that goes against us is out of control. The same calls that they get, we do not get on the other end. Yeah, I'm crying. I'm complaining. I'm a sore loser. Yeah, I'm all of that. We hung in there. We was competitive. I'm not going to say we should have won the game because, once again, OKC is the best team in the NBA. They have, some people consider the MVP as of right now the best player in the NBA. So for us to be on the road and compete like that, I have no problem with how Tibbs coached. Because I didn't complain when we was up 14. It's not Tibbs' fault that Wiggins went bananas. It's not Tibbs' fault that Jalen Brunson can't keep his fucking hands on the ball. It's not Tibbs' fault that we missed how many chippies right there. So for me, it's had nothing to do with Tibbs. I like SGA, but they are treating SGA like Patrick Mahomes. OKC is the Kansas City Chiefs of the NBA. They get every call in the book. I watched Brunson 2-3 times get bumped around, once or twice go for that layup, made the layup, but don't get the and one. But on the other end, they give OKC that same call. So for me, I watch ball long enough, and superstars and good teams get these calls, so I get it. But it was just blatant in our face tonight. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like I said, Brunson got to play better down the stretch, and Brunson's just starting to get on my nerves. His decision-making down the stretch is terrible. 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 And we wasn't aggressive in the second half as we was in the first half. But for me, listen, man, the darlings of the NBA is OKC. Everybody's on the OKC bandwagon. Everybody's on the SGA bandwagon. And it wasn't hard to tell tonight. The NBA, the refs, they're trying to force OKC down our throats. Balls. And that's just how I look at it. But we lost this game tonight. But like I said, a respectful loss. My thing tonight is how you lose. If we would have won this, beautiful. But it's how you lose. We went down fighting. We ain't get blown out. Yeah, we lost by 10, but for me, we got it to 5, and it was maybe a minute. So for me, that last 3, I don't pay that no mind. So for me, kudos for our guys fighting, but Brunson and Tibbs have to be better down the stretch. And that's the scary thing about our Knicks. And then I'll let y'all go. Brunson and Tibbs down the stretch. Tibbs coaching and Brunson decision making down the stretch is what's going to have us either win a championship or not. So for those two, tonight, I grade them a C minus. Brunson and Tibbs was terrible. But, we fought, hey man, 8-5. And it might be 10-5 because they get the calls when they get the reviews and all that. So for me, when you put up a good fight, 10-5, that's a win. But tonight proved that we the real deal. And if the game is called fair, it's a whole different ball game.
Fleet, what's your response to AllBall and just to the game in general? What do you feel about, are we the real deal? Did we prove that? And is Oklahoma City Thunder the darlings of the NBA?
I thought this was a tough loss, right? I was looking forward to us really winning this game tonight. Thought it was tale of two halves. We had every opportunity to win this game. But I think that second half we just looked gassed. After that technical foul from Josh Hart, that kind of gave us a little life, gave us a little energy, and we started playing, right? We started playing with some energy because I felt like we were sleepwalking a lot through that first quarter and through that early part of that second quarter. But then things started to pick up as we closed that first half. I'm not with OG. I'm not going to blame the refs. I sat here and watched the same game.
Keep your eyes on the prize, brother. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are safe, fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Prize Pick now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Download the app today and use the code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
I thought that OKC was being physical. I thought that they started to kind of punk us a little bit. And at some point, we needed to match physicality. And I don't think at any point during the game did we really did that. When we went on that 23-2 run, I think is when we really started, acting like the team that we are. But in the second half, guys was gassed. I thought we went away from what was working, right? Bridges was dominant in that first half. Cat started to turn it on. But I would agree with OG on this. Down the stretch of the game, Brunson can't get back into that mindset of how he's been the last couple of seasons with us, which means hunting every shot, being the guy to go get every basket down the stretch. Like, he doesn't have to do that anymore. We clearly have shown that we got a lot of offensive firepower in that first in our starting lineup. So, the decision-making down the stretch is huge. Turnovers, huge. Like, all of that stuff is important. When we turn the ball over and then we giving up points off turnovers, that doesn't work. That's not going to work for us. So Knicks played great basketball over the last 3 weeks, month. We played great basketball. We played good basketball tonight. We weren't awful tonight. I just thought that if we came out with a little more energy, we played with a little more force. Like, if we brought it to them, I felt like they brought it to us throughout that whole game, right? With a refs bag, yes, the refs weren't great, but I'm not gonna boil this game down to refereeing for me. We could have absolutely been in position to win this game, but I thought we was just gassed. I thought we was gas. We got to figure out 6 through 9. It's important. We laugh and joke about the bench and guys that we got and this and that. We have to figure out 6 through 9. Because by April, bodies might start going down. It just is what it is. We got to figure out 6 through 9. It got to happen.
So real quick, my apologies to Darlene, Brian, and Latordia B.
Yes.
I apologize. I ain't giving you a shout out. I'm aggravated. I'm tight. But just real quick, Flea, how can we be aggressive if the refs don't allow us? Like I said, I want Fabian to go. I'm not making no excuses. I'm just saying, like I said, man, I could be a sore loser. It could sound like I'm crying. I don't care. We can't be aggressive, but so much because we can continue to be in foul trouble. And with the bench, he went 8 deep. Pressures ain't do shit. Shamit and Campaign ain't do shit. What do you want him to go from there? Not saying you, Flea, but I'm just asking in general with everybody in the comments. I'm saying, where do y'all want Tibbs to go after those 3? Put Simmons in the game? Deuce is hurt. Where else do y'all want him to go? So he went 8 deep.
I'm saying we got to figure out 6 through 9. We got to figure it out. We got to figure out guys that we can rely on, guys that come off the bench and actually can produce, play defense, know that we could get 10 to 12 points from them on a night in, night out basis. We don't have that. There's a lot of guys in the league right now that go to DeAndre Hunter. Y'all love Atlanta so fucking much, right? DeAndre Hunter right now is averaging 20 points off the bench right now for Atlanta right now. That dude was a starter at one point. What I'm saying is we got to figure out some punch off the bench. And we don't have that. We rely solely on our first 5. And we probably got the best starting 5 in the league. I'll stand on that. But after that, it gets dicey. I love our team, but it gets dicey. We got to be honest.
I mean, trying to figure out your bench against the Oklahoma City Thunder is the wrong way to go. We've been talking about this since the playoffs. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm tired of hearing this shit. I don't want to hear about the refs, none of that. I don't like Tibbs. The whole start lineup played 40+ minutes. Cat looked dead tired in the third quarter, huffing and puffing. And deservedly so. He earned every dollar on his paycheck because this is really the first time I saw him play the 5, like the 5-5. I was texting y'all. When did he set the screen at the top of the key in the first half? He was busy the whole time in the paint, and it worked. To me,
that's what OG said. He said Cat's gonna have to do a bunch of other things besides if he's not gonna be aggressive on the offensive end, do some other shit. Go grab 30 rebounds.
But see, the tail of the first half to me was Brunson did not inbound the ball ever. It didn't feel like it. And every time they got a rebound or inbounded, they threw the ball past half court. They threw it into OG's hands, Cat's hands, everybody's hands that crossed half court before OKC could really set up their defense. And it was fast-paced, up-tempo. Now, well, OKC does, because you want to not allow OKC to set up in the half court and do what they normally do, which is have their arms out, hands out, feet out, kick every single pass, smack every pass, and that's what they did. But they wore OKC out in that first half because they kept running down court after every single offensive possession. So to me, Brunson didn't touch that ball coming up half court. Bridges was going bananas. The best thing I seen Bridges do, Josh Hart after offensive rebound, not give Brunson the ball and let Bridges get the ball on the elbow. That elbow spot for Bridges is major because he can throw an entry pass to Cat better than everybody with them long ass arms. I can't blame the refs when we were in the game. Tibbs had to figure that out with those bum ass teams we played in December and let the rookies play. Because what's the point of all this if you knew going into this game, Leon Rose, everybody, that Tibbs was going to play everybody like it's a playoff game on January 3rd. Definitely his fault, in my opinion. Second half, it's all Brunson. It's the same thing in the playoffs. Bro, they're going to put their best defender on you and go 94 feet. Takes you 8 seconds to cross half court. You hold the ball for 4 more seconds. You hold the ball for 14 seconds on the shot clock. Who got time to do anything after that? You trying to develop a rhythm? Yo, Bridges had got his rhythm already. We already figured out the game plan. Let Cat keep doing his thing in the post. It wasn't that hard. He had a mismatch every time down court.
Look what
every single time.
Look what Tough Love just said. I didn't even notice that. Just watching the game, did y'all even notice that Cat didn't take 1 3-pointer tonight?
We did. Remember,
I didn't even notice that.
We did because he was just in the paint. And it was times where he was at the top of the key. The only time I seen him, he rushed the shot past half court trying to get into rhythm. I just thought I thought it was a great game plan, but they didn't stick to it.
Big shout out to Legends Productions.
Happy New Year to you, man.
The first half we played as a collective. The second half we became one-dimensional with Brunson. And to me, that's what I said, Brunson and Tibbs. The first half, and how many times I keep repeating this, fellas, for us to be successful, we're going to have to mirror and mimic the Detroit Pistons with Chauncey Billups in them, where we don't have to care about who's going to have the most, who's going to be an all-star MVP. We have to play as a collective. And in that first half, just imagine that first half, Cat and Brunson almost had double-doubles. They 10 and 9, and Cat already had like 8 and 13 and whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, Bridges, OG was going off, Hart was being Hart. But we played as a collective. And in the second half, Brunson does what he always does. And it cost us. We became one-dimensional. And to me, that's where we're going to keep getting jammed up at. I agree, Flea, what you say with the bench, but I don't 100% agree. We definitely need a little more help. But Deuce is that firepower. Now, Deuce 20, sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. But I get what you're saying. But I'm just saying, for me tonight, I guarantee no Knicks fans would have been complaining if we'd have won this game. This is how Tibbs is going to coach. We got to get used to it. Unless they get him out of here, this is what we got to put up with. Guys going to be playing these minutes. But for me, a game like this, Tibbs understood the magnitude of it. And when I put Shamit, Campaign, because when he put Shamit in before Campaign, I said, Shamit get in the game before Campaign? And then with pressure, when them guys were getting in the game, they wasn't doing shit. So, I don't know if it's right or wrong. But for me, and I'm going to say it again, OKC is the darlings of the NBA. Simple and plain. The fouls that got called tonight for them, I'm not going to say it cost us the game. I'm not going to go that far. But goddamn, man.
After being on a 9-game win streak, it is very, very hard for me to boil this one game down to the calls. If I ain't been complaining for the last month about the call, what were the foul shot attempts? I bet you we had the same amount of foul shot attempts as they did, or just below. How many did we take tonight?
OKC had 21. We had 17.
Okay, so they went to the line 4 more times than us. We stopped being physical in that second half. We stopped being physical, and then we stopped playing defense. There's no way we lost that kid, Aaron Wiggins. How many times did we lose him? Forget the shots that he created for himself. How many times was he wide open, with no defender in 2 to 5 feet around him? Like, that's a sign of, we tired, we not focused. There's a few times Bridges is pointing at Josh Hart. Josh Hart is pointing at Bridges like, yo, what's up? Like, we weren't connected on defense in that second half. We just wasn't. And
I think we just stopped pushing the pace. I thought like Brunson was just slowing the game way too much in the second half. I didn't understand that, especially to get the looks that Bridges was getting was amazing. I didn't like the 8 3-point shots in the first half, but I just liked the way that one, the one we got the offensive rebound. OG caught it on the left side of the wing, passed the ball off the Bridges, and he got like a 3-foot shot, 3-foot fadeaway in the first half. It was all amazing. Like the way Bridges was playing in that first half to second half, totally different. And to me, it had everything to do with the way Brunson was now dictating the pace of the game. When, to your point, AllBall, the whole team was dictating the pace of the game in the first half. And I just hated how we got away from that.
We looked better like that. Like Brunson was out the other night, and we were getting up and down. The pace we picked up the pace. Cam was pushing the ball, right? Like it looked different, as opposed to, we get into our sets. We are a good team in the half court. But what do I say? Brunson led the league in dribbles last year, y'all. He pounds that shit. He gonna pound the air out of it. Great player. But we got to go with what's working. And I don't know if he got into a situation where it was like a mano type thing. Like, because Shea started turning up, now I'm gonna try to go back at him. I love the competitiveness, but don't do that at the cost of winning the game. Like, and that's essentially what started happening.
I mean, go ahead, Fabian.
Nah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just thought SGA didn't even have like a great 33 points. Bridges, like, to me, it felt like he was scoring Bridges the first couple drives in the game, and all of a sudden it felt like Bridges had his timing right with him. Blocked one of his layups, disturbed one of his other layups, like the back-to-back layups. He missed like another like an elbow leaning jump shot over Cat. They played him really well. I thought there's but so much you can do with SGA. He has a handle. He can get that spin move on Hart was bananas. Like, there's but so much you can do with a guy like that. And I think we played him really well. He's just gonna get the calls, number one. And once you have that, he only had 7 free throws. He took advantage of every single one of them. He hit all of them. But I think we played him really well. And I don't know, to your point, Flea, if Brunson felt like it's my turn, I'm gonna get the MVP nod out of this, and he should have took a page from Cat's book. Yo, Cat is letting the team play this game right now. Let's find the open man. I think Bridges is hot this game. We should be going through him. He plays spectacularly, man. And I don't know. I don't think OKC, like I said before, OKC is the game to figure out your bench, but you should do it. You should have done that in December. You should have figured out who can give you more minutes when Deuce isn't there. When you're winning 9 in a row against these bum teams.
I mean, the missed assignments on defense, the silly fouls. I mean, it was tough, man, because we was in the group text, and our text, we got a whole nother half.
Mm-hmm.
So that 14-point lead, I didn't even care about that. I just cared that we was hanging in there on the road, because I know a team like OKC can catch on fire, and and within minutes that lead was cut short. But for me, being a Brunson guy, I gotta be honest, he's starting to get on my nerves, because now it's to the point where it's like, are we gonna play winning basketball, or are we gonna do the Bobby Brown? Are we gonna be no addition, or you want to go on your own and don't be cruel? Yeah, you're gonna have a successful album and get all the girls but what are you winning? They gotta figure that out, because that's the first thing I've always said when we got Towns and all these guys. We have to play as a collective. And the first half showed, if we play like that, we are going to be difficult to beat, and we are going to compete. But if we're going to go on these solo missions, like as if we Ethan Hawke, and go off on our own missions, and the team is telling you, yo, Ethan, what you doing? I got this. All right, go ahead. Thibodeau and Brunson, figure this shit out, because this was a winnable game.
For sure.
This was a winnable game.
For sure.
And it was right there, Flea. It was right there.
For sure.
As you notice, I'm not even mad at the loss. Because like I said, this could have been a 20, 30-point blowout. Because OKC is the real deal. I'm a hater. I'm not going to get them niggas no crap. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Brunson, what you did last season, that's over with. That's over with. We can win a championship if we play the right style of basketball. And that's what I'm most upset about. That's what I'm most upset about.
Man, it sounds to me like you just telling Brunson, keep your eyes on the prize, brother. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money, sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are safe, fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Prize Pick now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Download the app today and use the code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.